to World Card Making Day. And this is my sample number 5. It's getting kind of late in the day now. I've been doing this since this morning. I am going to actually not do a card. I'm going to stamp on a tile, which I've been wanting to do a Facebook Live or a video for a while. So I thought today would be a great day. Because it does tie into the card that I did before, the last sample card, the color block card. Okay, so a couple of things. The tile that I'm using is an unglazed bisque tile, so there's no finish on it at all. Okay, but there are some other ones that have we've used in the past. And hi, how's everybody doing? Let me wait till everybody gets on there. Okay, so with the tiles, and I'll show you a couple other ones I have, you want it to be unglazed, okay? And what I'm going to do is I am going to take the Colorful Seasons, and those stamps are right here. Again, remember, it's it's tying into the card I just did. So I'm going to use the same colors that I was using before, the yellow, Pear Pizzazz, Cajun Craze, and I might bring in some Mary Merlot. Again, these are unglazed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, I think, with this bigger one. And it doesn't really matter if... Hi, Samantha. Hi, Patricia. We're back. Okay. And I'm just tapping on this. Now, again, they're leaves, so if they're not quite perfect, it's okay. Just directly on there, okay? And you see that was the curved edge, which is fine. I'm going to go in and put a couple more of these all over. I'll put one right here. And then I'm going to put, I think, one up this way. And then I'm going to fill in with the smaller leaf. I'll start adding some green. These are just little leaves. Put one right over here. I'm just going to clean that off for a minute. I'm going to grab the daffodil. Small ones on there, and that's really all you have to do. Okay, so there's my leaves. Now what I'm going to do with those are the Boulder image stamps. I'm going to go right back in there with the more detailed stamp, and I'm going to add some Mary Merlot. Excuse me, I think I'm losing my voice from all this today. Right on top of those leaves, I'm just going to stamp this great image stamp. That's really all there is to it. Now, the only thing is, these are regular ink pads, so you do want to seal this. There was a lot of different ways we used to do this. I mean, I've been doing stamping on tiles, and I'm going to show you a few other ones forever. But what I do with these kind, and you can see this is really old. Anybody that's been in the New York area, Frank's craft store hasn't been around for years. But this is a triple thick glaze. And all you do is you shake this, and I'm not going to do it on camera, but you would spray a very thin layer on this. Okay, I can do it away from the camera because it is sticky, and I don't want to... I'm going to bring it back in for a minute. You see how it discolored it? But it will dry. And it's going to dry and coat that so that when I wash it, I could actually wash it. Not in the dishwasher. There we go. Not in the dishwasher, but, you know, by hand. Okay, so this is going to dry. It's just going to dry a little bit darker than the original one. So see this original one? That's all there is to stamping on the tiles. You can use any stamps you want. You can use bold stamps. You can use the thinner image stamps. And then at the dollar store, I went, yes, I'm on again. I got these little feet things. Again, the dollar store. I mean, you got all different sizes. You got a whole pack. You got this whole sheet. You got some larger ones. You got some strips. So you can actually cut the strips, which I might do for this one. Let's just go with the small round ones. So these are little felt self-adhesive feet. And you can just break those apart. I was going to make this my last video for the day because I am back on tomorrow. Coat it with something. Yeah, the Krylon matte finish works too. This is just the one I had, so I used it. There's a lot of different finishes you can spray. But anyway, so this was going to be my last video, and because I'm going to be back on tomorrow, Facebook Live tomorrow night, my regular video. But what do you say? I'll do one more later in like about an hour, hour and a half. If you want to see one more, just leave me a comment. I have a stamp set that I haven't used in a while, and it's really one of my favorites that I absolutely love. Where do we get this? We get what? The unglazed bisque trivets or tiles you can get on Amazon. The spray you can get in any craft store. Okay, so there it is. There's my tile. Okay. Now, let me show you a couple other ones I did. Same tile, but I used our Delicata ink. And I don't know if you can really see that, but I used the silver, the copper, and the gold Delicata ink. One more? Okay. I got one for one more. Ellen wants me to do one more. Here's another one with the Delicata. And again, you can see the difference from unsprayed and sprayed. It does make it a little bit darker. But if I wash this, it's going to come off. This one won't because I sprayed it. So these are again, the unglazed bisque ones. What we used to use quite a while ago was called tumbled tiles. There are a lot of different names out there. This one is a tumbled tile, again with the Delicata inks. I know it's hard to see. And again, I sprayed that one. It's got little nooks and crannies in there. So some stamps work well with these and some don't. I want to show you one of my very first tiles that I did years ago. This was when we had we had our different colored craft inks. And we had this great grape set with a saying on the background. Same idea. Craft ink, stamped, and then sealed. Yeah, you can put a coffee cup on it. Once you seal it, you can put a coffee cup on it. There was, years ago, they used to bake them. They'd stamp on them and then bake them. I just stamp on them, spray them. They're good to go. Just don't put them in your dishwasher. So again, there's different kinds that, different ways you can do it. There's different tiles you can use. This one is a marble surface, but no little nooks and crannies. You just want to make sure the ones you use are unglazed. Okay, these are unglazed also because you do have to spray them. And these don't have the little feet on them yet. Okay, so, and you can see this is already dry. Got my little feet on it. And then, let's see. And I have my other card that I actually did on the Facebook Live before. Over there, I was taking pictures of it. But you see this card goes right with the tile. And I'm going to bring one more thing in to show you. I'm not going to do this one today. I will do one soon, I hope. But it's a whole trio. So I actually did this for a class. We did the card that I showed you earlier. We did the tile. And we did a candle. Stamping on a candle. And this was the candle that went with it. So it was a nice little trio. And I am going to do a video on the stamping on the candles. Just not today. Okay, so again, this is World Card Making Day number 5. So it looks like I've got a lot of people that want me to do one more. So, okay, I'll be back with you in approximately an hour and a half. How's that? Thanks for tuning in. See you in about an hour and a half. Bye.